I'm going to put you on the spot right out of the gate, right out of the gun here, because we're playing SaskTel Pick the Score also for people, 936-6262. We need the score of the game, Tiger Cats Riders this weekend. Chance to win tickets to the next Rider home game. And if you're closest to a $200 SaskTel gift card, Schultz, what would your prediction be? Knowing that Jake Dolegala starting, I'm sure we're going to see Trey Ford. Give us a quick prediction on the game this weekend.
I'm thinking fifth game, right? It's the fifth game of the year.
Okay.
I'm thinking fifth game's a charm. Riders win at home on Sunday, 35-17.
Yeah. Low scoring for the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Okay, we'll mark that down. Let's start there. Let's say you're preparing for this game, and you know that Trey Ford has had a lot of success against the Riders. Runs around, scampers around, legs of fury back there, but they named Jake Dolegala, was in Rider camp, right? We know Jake. Jake knows us. I would be shocked if we don't see Trey Ford, though, even though Jake's been named the starter.
Yeah, that's for them to figure out. I mean, those guys are gonna put in who they feel. And I can only imagine the stress that they're having this week trying to sort that out, and the pressure. You know how it gets around here, and media asking questions. Who's it going to be? But whoever it is, as a defensive coach in football, I mean, we all say the same thing. I mean, you got to win first down, and if Hamilton gets behind the chains and we're off and we can get a pass rush going, it's going to be a factor.
Would you be preparing, though, for the running Trey Ford?
Yeah, yes, you have to address all the threats and give it its due. But the biggest thing the Riders are doing all week is making sure that they're assignment sharp and they're performing and executing at a high level within their defense. And if they do that, that's going to take care of a lot of the extra stuff. And of course, the Hamilton gets paid too. They're going to make some plays, and that's why you've got to focus a little bit more on some of the mobility stuff. But the biggest thing is, are we executing our defense on and what's being called?
What goes through your mind when you see Bo Levi Mitchell and that injury?
That's tough. It's just like he's been around for so long. It's like, it's enough, okay? Like, then they're saying, oh, he's going to, rehab and get back or come back next year. It's like, these guys make $500,000 plus a year. I mean, how much is it? How much? Like, how many more years has he got?
I mean, he's 6. He's only 30. He's only 36. He's only 36.
Oh, I thought he was older. My bad. But these guys. I mean, when you get on these roller coasters, but I mean, who's to say? I mean, the same thing happened here with Collaros. I mean, he was on an injury up and down swing and had some bad ones here with the Riders, and basically gets exiled off to Toronto, and then boom, bada bing, he's three cups deep.
Fajardo a little bit as well. We've seen it a number of times, but it's wild though watching that game. And I know we're going to get to the Riders in Ottawa and everything in a bit here, but watching that Hamilton Winnipeg game. And you see Collaros and Bo Levi Mitchell both go out, and then it's like, oh, I hope I hammered the under, because there ain't going to be a lot of scoring.
It's going to get real plain real quick.
Yeah, well,
vanilla is the color of the day.
The drop off is wild. Okay, so we watched the Ottawa Rider game. First thing that jumps out, a bad start for the Riders, but just shake it off. Whatever. It's a CFL. It's kind of like basketball. Call me when we're getting close to the end of the game. But I really thought on the offensive side, I was like, this is positive. Connolly was picking up on first down, solid 4 or 5 yards, Schultz, which is for an offense that opens up so much.
Oh yeah, chewing them up. It's just getting yards and chunks, making the down distance less of an extreme. Anytime you can do that, and you've got good field or good range on second down, where it's 2nd and 4 to 2nd and 6. the playbook opens up quite a bit. And, it's one of those things where, the Riders, like you said, they didn't start out great, but it was kind of that bend but don't break kind of thing happening.
What jumps out at you from that game when you're watching?
Well, I'm a defensive guy, that. And I think the thing that impressed me most was the defense at the end of the football game. They didn't have to be perfect for 60 minutes. They just had to stop them when it counted and when the game was on the line. And they did that. And so, as an old defensive guy, that's what you want. You're saying to yourself, defense, can we hold it here? And they got her done. And then the second thing was momentum. Momentum wins games in the CFL, and, people underestimate special teams all the time. And on a 110-yard field, one return can completely flip the game. And, Sexton's touchdown changed the energy on both sides, I think.
Oh, yeah. If you're watching the stream, we're watching it right here. And I know that the punter's taken a lot of flack here, but there's a lot of people that are giving the punter flack that have never had a guy coming full tilt in pads at him, Schultz.
It can be quite a deal, even if you're a 300-pound guy. I can remember running out there on special teams, if you can ever believe I did play special teams. But when I was younger, way younger with the Riders, I got sent down, and I ran into Marcus Sellers, that big fullback from Winnipeg.
Oh, Mike Sellers.
Remember that guy?
Wasn't it Michael Sellers?
Mike Sellers. Oh my gosh. And that guy, I thought I died. There was such a collision, and he just kept going, and I had to limp off and fight another day.
He was a big dude. Didn't he have time in Edmonton, I think?
Time in Edmonton and a bunch of years with the Washington Redskins, and that guy was a unit for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of units, so my son says, I got it in quotations here in my notes. We're watching the game down in Montana, and my son's like, that Stevens is a unit, which I think the nickname should be T-Unit now, because the kids are all calling everybody unit. But Tommy Stevens goes in this little package at the end of the game. We might not see it again, Schultze, until playoffs or the end. You know what I mean? But it was just a chance to get it some live reps.
Oh yeah, and especially you're trying to get something going and you want to try something and then it works. I think you're right. I think maybe they do put that into the covert files for a number of weeks and pull it out when we really need it.
When you take people through this, because people that are watching the stream see it, and then people that are listening on the radio, either watch the game or listen to the game, it's that read option. But then you got a guy that's 6'4", 6'5", 2 whatever he is. Like we said, he's a unit. Take us through as a defensive why it's so, even though it's probably some sort of read option, it's so hard to tackle, because also you got to remember you got big guys blocking as well.
Well, that's exactly it. And it's a feel thing, right? And, the offense is keen off of that guy and what he does. So if the guy comes upfield, they're running it wide. If the guy stays in space, then, he's throwing or pulling it. So it's just, it's very frustrating. But on defense, all you have to do is maintain your gap integrity and slow play it, which means you're surfing. You got a good football stance. You're shuffling your feet. You're surfing down the line, and you're making a play on the ball. And that's all you can do, because the athletes are so great, and some of these ball fakes and the reads that they make, it makes it real tough on the defense. But if you're disciplined, you can sniff it out.
As a Sasky guy, and you watch, and especially defensive side of the ball, how excited are you, or your emotions when you see what Jackson Ford's doing out there?
Oh, you know what? That kid, he's not a kid. He's a young man who's doing a heck of a job as a Saskatchewan native on the club. And you can just see year over year over year, even with an injury and these kinds of things, experience. And this is the kind of guy that is just building and sharpening the tools, and you're seeing what he can do. And I think he's going to be a very successful football player and be able to contribute in a lot of ways. He's kind of like I guess what you'd say is like a Swiss Army knife. He can do a lot of things on defense, and then you put him on special teams and spread him around. I love it. I love seeing guys like that thrive.
Okay, let's go look ahead to we started kind of talking about it, and Hamilton rolls in with a couple of backup QBs. You said they were only scored 17 points. I don't think they're lighting it up as well, but it is the CFL. Weather should be good. Keys to this game for you.
We got to win first down. We got, you got to watch the Hamilton quarterback situation. I mean, one story I'll be watching is Hamilton's quarterback situation with Bo Levi Mitchell being out, and seeing how they partition or what they do. Are they going to do reps? Are they going to give some guy, a quarter? I don't know how that. So I'm going to keep my eye on that, and to see how the interplay is, because as you know, Saskatchewan is a tough place to play, and the crowd's going to be out, and when the pressure's on, that's where you're going to see if these guys got the mustard.
I don't know what the crossover. What were the crossover between you and now new Canadian Football Hall of Famer Charleston Hughes have been?
I think I played against him. Like, he would have been on Calgary in my later years. So we, our paths would have crossed, and I never had much or anything to say to him. I've said hello a few times to him in the locker room here, just when I'm around and talking with Gordy or Jo or something. But yeah, he was a hell of a player, and he was a guy on Calgary that was a nemesis for us for sure.
I've been we didn't talk last week, so I've been saving this one for 2 weeks. I messaged you and said they need a new picture of you in knits on the Wall of Fame, and then we got into it. It's just a must to hit in Moose Jaw. What's your go-to when you go to knits?
When I go to knits, I get number 23 mild with cashews and chicken, and then I also get the chicken satay. I get about 20 of those bad boys, and I just pop them in one at a time.
You must take some of the sauce home that they sell once in a while.
Oh, it's the best. It is. They know all the time. When I call. What's that?
You're just dipping crackers in it and different things.
Oh, crackers! I'm not fancy crackers. These are saltines, Moose Jaw style.
What if they need a new picture though? You got to go in there. You got to give them a new. Got to give them a new one. It's old school. Absolutely love it. All right, are you going to the game Sunday?
Going to the game should be fun. I'll be up in the old alumni lounge, perched up on the old, what's that? They got the balcony out there. I like watching from up there.
What would be, and it's Country Thunder weekend. I know you've dabbled out there here and there. I'm not sure Lakeview Insurance is heading out there, but if you could put together maybe a little 4 artist, 4 band day. They said, Schultz, who do you want to see out there? Country or rock?
Easy.
Or rock. Who would you want to see? We got 4. I'll give you 4.
Willie Nelson.
Okay.
Johnny Cash, if he was still alive. Fat Elvis. And Conway Twitty.
What a lineup. How would backstage be? Lock up your wives. Backstage.
Heck yeah. It's proven. That's the proving grounds. You got to be careful back there.
Okay, maybe see you Sunday, buddy. If not, we'll catch up next week.
All right, brother. Thanks for having me. We'll talk to you soon.
There he is.